Hey everybody, Angel Medina here. On today's video, I just really want to go over what are some key factors that I would tell you to consider if you're thinking about refinancing right now. The thing is right now you're probably going to hear that rates have dropped, and I would say that absolutely yes, they have dropped. But the thing you have to understand that by the rates dropping and by the fact that a lot of people are now looking to buy, as the market changes, you're going to start seeing that the house prices that you're going to be going after are going to be more in the range that you were hoping for. So it's going to be better for you to go and get qualified now. That way you can take advantage of the market. So I would say to you that a lot of people out there, they're waiting for that perfect time. They want to make sure and they get all their ducks in a row. But the only thing I would say to that is while you're getting all your ducks in a row, what's happening is other buyers out there, they're speaking to professionals, they're speaking to other lenders like myself, and they're getting their documents in right now. And that's what it's going to take, because eventually everyone will eventually catch up to all these other buyers who have already received all their documents, who already submitted their income to the underwriter. And what's going to happen is you're then going to start making offers, and if you wait too long, the thing that could happen is the rates could go up, or you're going to start to see that there's actually more competition than you thought there was. So there's a very short time period of when you should really go after the low rate, take advantage of that, and when you should go after the market being to where you want it to be. You're going to notice that some of the houses you saw maybe 2, 3, 4 months ago, they're probably going to be around 20, maybe even 30,000 less. Depends on what market that you're looking into, maybe even 10 or 5,000 less. But if anything, if it's less than what you originally wanted it for, that's a good thing, because that means your payments are going to be that much less as well. Not to mention that if you're going to get a lower rate, you're also going to take advantage of the market on both sides. So you're going to get a house that has dropped in sales price, and you're also going to get the rate being a lot better than it was before. Another thing I want to go over, which is really important, is if you feel like you're not going to qualify just because you don't have the down payment, I would say do not let that stop you. There is government loan programs out there that will help you put practically nothing down to buy a home. The thing that you have to find out is if you qualify. And if you think, well, I won't qualify because I make too much money, maybe last year I would have said, or maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I would have said, yes, you're probably correct. But take a look at it again. You don't know. Recently, the guidelines have changed in favor of people who are either married or you're buying a house with somebody else. There is a new government loan program out there that is a conventional loan program that allows you to make a lot more income than it did last year. So again, never assume that you don't qualify, because it never works out. I mean, a lot of times you may think, oh, right now is not the best time, but you're never going to know until you really have a professional look at your income documents, look at your overall situation. You have a professional that has been doing it for a long time that can get really creative as far as if there's a way to do it, he or she is going to find a way to get you approved for that loan. The one thing I would say is do not look at houses until you submit your loan to a lender, and that lender, even 1 or 2 lenders, whichever you prefer, that lender submits it to an underwriter, and not just like a pre-approval. I'm saying they actually submit it to the underwriter, which usually takes about, like, let's say 2 to 3 days to get an answer back. If everything is complete, you have all the income documentations, you have everything that the lender asked for. And before you start looking at houses, you definitely want to be better safe than sorry. What you don't want to do is you don't want to find your dream home and then go and make an offer on a house get that offer accepted, and then you then go through the loan process, and at that point they want more documentation. You find out that you don't qualify for as much as you thought you did. It's just going to be really stressful, and I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. That is the wrong way to do it. You're going to have a bad taste in your mouth about working with getting approved to buy a home. The best step is to first, you need to focus on getting your documents in, really organized. You need to, find out exactly like how you want to tell the lender, like, tell me the max I can qualify for, and if there's a dollar amount that you absolutely feel comfortable with bringing in the max dollar amount. Let's say the max dollar amount you feel comfortable bringing in is $10,000. So you want to tell them, this is the max that I feel comfortable with bringing in. And at that point, they can come up with the numbers, they can submit it to the underwriter. Once they get a loan approval, and if the loan approval is approved, then great. If there's some more items needed, get it in as quickly as possible. But do not look at houses until you get an actual loan approval. And at that point, it is the smart time to start. Then very quickly, once you get the loan approval, start making offers. And don't just make one offer, I would make multiple offers. So again, I would say I'm very excited because right now is a really good time. I'm trying to reach out to as many people as I can because rates are really good right now. And the guidelines have changed in favor of a lot of you out there who maybe didn't qualify before because you actually made too much money on these types of programs, or maybe you didn't qualify before because maybe the rate was higher and it did affect your payment, which affected your debt ratio, or you just were not happy with the payment. So again, it's going to come down to never assume that the guidelines stay the same. They change quite frequently, especially at the beginning of the year. So if you do have any questions, you can feel free to give me a call anytime. Feel free to go ahead and text me, call me, email me. I definitely love the opportunity to answer any questions you have. I hope this video was very informative for you. If you're new here, I would ask you please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you notice right next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell there. If you could please go ahead and hit that. What that's going to do is it's going to notify you anytime there's new videos that are being uploaded. And there are always going to be videos on anything that has to do with buying, selling, or refinancing, or any questions that you have, let's say due to a credit. And I'm also going to be doing videos on helping professionals out there on how to talk with buyers and talk with sellers to help them more when they're in the process of buying and selling. So again, I hope you enjoy my videos. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Angel Medina, your lifelong mortgage advisor. Thank you.